In this video, I want to show you how to create an account list on LinkedIn Sales Navigator. So you will see how to create an account list on Sales Navigator, 2 good reasons to create an account list, and at the end, I will show you how to extract the leads that comes from your account list. Alright, so we are currently on the homepage of LinkedIn Sales Navigator. If we want to create an account list, we have to click here on Account Filters. So on this page, I have on the left of my screen all the filters I need to filter an account. And basically on Sales Navigator, an account is a company. On the right part of my screen, I will get the companies that match my filters. So here, for example, we have all the companies with a company headcount between 11 to 50 people. On the top right of my screen, you can see that we have more than 2 million results. So of course, you can play with some more filters. So for example, you can say that you want the headquarters location based in the US. Let's say that you want industry, banking. And now on the right part of your screen, you have all the companies that match your criteria. And because we've just added more filters, we have of course less companies. So we have more than 3,500 results. Alright, so now let's say that I want to target companies with a company headcount between 51 to 200 people based in the US in the industry, let's say banking. Perfect. Company headcount growth, let's say that's 10%. And department headcount, let's say that we sell sales coaching. We want companies with at least 5 sales. And let's see what we have. All right, so we have 152 results. All right, so for this example, let's say that we want companies hiring on LinkedIn, and now we have 66 results. All right, so now let's say that I'm happy with my search. The first thing I can do is to save my search. So for that, I have to click here. As you can see here, my search has been saved. And what I can do is to manage my saved searches. So as you can see, I'm on account, and here is my saved searches. So if I click here on edit, I can rename my search. So let's say create account list. Then I click on save. And now if I want to save the companies into an account list, what I have to do here is to click on select all, or if you want just specific companies, you can click on some of them. But let's say that I want all of them. So I want 66 companies. So for that, I have to click here on select all. Then I click on save to list, create a new list. So here I have to find a name for this list. So let's say US banking 51 to 100 for sales. No, let's put that at the beginning. Sales coaching, US banking. That's perfect. And now I have to click on create and save. All right, that's perfect. So here you can see that the companies are in the list. And if I click on the list, it's in sales, coaching, US banking, and so on. And here you can see that right now I have 25 companies in it. So if I want to add all the companies, so the 61 companies, I have to scroll down, click on next, and then I click on select all, save to list, and sales coaching. And now, as you can see, I have 50 companies in it. And unfortunately, on Sales Navigator, I can only add the companies 25 by 25. So I have to do that one more time. So next, select all, save to list, and sales coaching. And now I have the 66 companies in my list. Now that I added all the companies that match my filters, if I want to see my list, I have to click here on accounts. Then I have to click here on see account list. And on this page, I have all the account lists I've created before. So for example, we have the one we've just created before. So sales coaching, US banking. And here we have the date when the list has been updated for the last time. So if I click here on sales coaching, I have all the companies that are in my account list. So on this page, you have all the informations from your account list. So you have the company name, you have connection path, so the number of people within a company with whom you have first degree or second degree network. You have some alerts, but honestly, it's not really useful. You can write some notes and you have lead recommendations, but same, it's not very useful. If we click here on view in search, we will come back to the account page. But here we have an account list selected right now, and that's our list. So I'm going to remove that. And now if you want to find our saved searches, we have to click here. And now I have to click on this to get my filters back. So we don't have an account list selected, but we have our filters back. And of course, I can add, for example, a company headcount growth. I can modify what I want. But what I want to show you with that, it's very important to differentiate a saved searches, because here you can modify your filters, and an account list where you have the companies in it. You don't have the filters, but you have the companies that match your filters. And these are two different things. All right, so now that you know how to create an account list on Sales Navigator, it's time to use this list. And for that, we have to click on lead. So let's continue with our example. And let's say that we want to sell sales coaching to these companies. So for that, we have to go on lead. And now we have to identify people, so head of sales, working in the companies we've selected before. The first thing I have to do is to select my account list. And for that, I have to go here on account list. And the name was sales coaching, US, banking, and yeah, that's this one. So I click here on include. And when I select this account list, on the right part of my screen, so here I have all the people that worked in these companies. And as you can see on the top right of my screen, I have more than 8,000 people working in these companies. All right, so now it's time to add some filters. And because we want to sell some sales coaching, let's say that I want to reach out to head of sales. So for that, I will write head of sales or sales director or sales manager. So as you can see on this search, I use Boolean's operator. And if you don't know how to use Boolean, I made a complete tutorial on this topic, and you can click on the top right of your screen to learn how to use Booleans. So now I click on enter, and it's time to see what we have. So we have 68 results. So we have sales manager, regional sales manager. All right, so this one is not very good. Sales manager, area sales manager. Okay, that's perfect. This one is VP sales director, so it's good. So for this example, I will not add more filters because I will not have enough people. But if you have more results, of course, you can add more filters. So for example, you can say that you want people who posted on LinkedIn recently. And why this filter is useful, it's because you will target people who are active on LinkedIn. And when you reach out to these people, you will have a much higher reply rate. But of course, you have less results. So for example, here I have only 20 people. All right, so now let's say that you want to export these 20 people and get them into a clean leads file with, of course, their verified emails. So if you want to do that, unfortunately, you can't on LinkedIn Sales Navigator. And what you can do to export the leads is to use a tool like Give Me Leads. So for that, you can click in the first link in the description, you do the quick onboarding, and at the end, you will get a file like this one where you have all the people from your search. So you have all the informations you need to reach out to these people or even to add them in your CRM. So for example, you have their first name, last name, profile picture, company name, job title, headline, LinkedIn URL, and their verified email. So with Give Me Leads, we make sure that the data is clean. So for example, we make sure that you don't have any rocket emojis in the first name, last name. In the company name, we make sure that you don't have any Inc. or LLC and so on, so that you can easily upload the list into your CRM. And the second thing we do is to make sure that every single lead match your filters. So on Sales Navigator, you have between 10 to 40% of the leads that Sales Navigator gives you that don't match perfectly your filters. So we make sure that every leads match your filters, and for that we have this column here, valid, and we tell you if the lead match your filters. So here, as you can see, almost all the leads match your filters, but this one, so Scott, he doesn't match my filter because he has an invalid job title. So job title is team leader, and team leader, and he is not head of sales, sales director, or sales manager. And if I check the other leads, we can see that sales manager here, sales manager, sales director, and so on. So every single leads match my filters, and my filters is that I want the current job title, head of sales, sales manager, or sales director. So if you want to easily export your leads, get their verified email, and make sure that you have a clean data, you can click in the first link in the description. Now it's time for me to wish you a nice day, and I see you in the next video. Bye bye.